Former Minister Gabriel Opio became politically active in the 1960s. Now 75 years old, Opio, who served as the Secretary for Finance at Makerere University, vividly remembers how the 1966 crisis was instigated. Gabriel Opio, who was 21 years old during the time of the crisis, says it was inevitable because there was a plot to oust President Milton Obote, which he found out and had to deal with decisively.
Because Mutesa and Opolot, who was the commander-in-chief, plus 6 or 7 ministers, Ibingira, Magezi, Ngovi, Adiope, our friend Kiria, they were very, very determined to kick out Obote. They had almost kicked him out in politics because the whole of Central, whole of Western, the whole of Eastern was, if they had gone to the delegates conference, Obote would have lost. But when they were impatient, the delegates conference was going to take place in June, but these people wanted to finish, to have power even before that. So they now designed to have a coup.
However, within the corridors of politics, Obote got information about the plans to get rid of him and he decided to act.
On the 21st of February, 1966, in the presence of Onama and Oriem, he told Amin to take over because the other group was already prepared to take over. Amin, illiterate as he was, but very wise, said, "Now, you take over, I will assist you." And on the 21st, because it was something I could not forget, 21st of February, Amin left Kampala and went with Okoya and went to Magamaga. That's where the bulk of our soldiers were. He went there and addressed them. He said, Brigadier Opolot and Mutesa are bringing foreign troops to take over Uganda. We must go to Kampala and fight. He arrested the Bantus, a few who were there, and the Northerners who were there, and West Nile, told them to march. By dawn, must be in Nakawa. So by dawn, 22nd, they were in Nakawa.
But in Kampala, Mutesa's group and that of Obote were struggling to take over Mbuya Army Barracks.
Mutesa and the Ibingira had posted there are two companies, one under Musamia man called Erima and the Mutesa man called Ongodia. 2 companies. Obote had sent there a small group under Oito Jok, a platoon, and these people and these 2 companies surrounded them. If Amin had not arrived at dawn, they were planning to take over the barracks, take over the armory, take over the signals. It would have been difficult for Obote. But Amin, illiterate as he was, he made sure that by dawn, the army, the bulk of it were there, went and surrounded the Erima group and Ongodia's group, and they are now told Obote we have taken over.
Despite the fact that the army commander Shaban Opolot supported the faction of the Kabaka and Minister Ibingira, his deputy Idi Amin Dada was on Obote's side, and that is how they planned the attack on Lubiri. Though many people were killed, the Kabaka managed to escape. So with the power struggle that was going on, Opio says the 1966 crisis could not be avoided. Shortly after, with some relief, Obote called a cabinet meeting.
And that's when the 5 or 6 ministers were arrested. Magezi, Ibingira, Ngovi, Kiria, Lumu. They were arrested, taken to Karamoja and other places. So that was a very tense period in our history, because 2 groups each wanted to take over by force.
Time passed by and Obote forgot that it was Amin who saved him. Opio says with influence from other politicians, Obote wanted to demote Amin from the post of army commander. But Amin could not allow this to happen. The military skills used to save Obote were revisited to remove him from power in 1971.
And some of the land officers like Oito Jok were very abusive to Amin, calling him illiterate, knew nothing. So the man said, okay, I will teach you and overthrow you. So insecurity for the job for Amin and the pressure on Obote to restructure the army, bring in some younger, educated army people.
After Amin takeover, Opio, who was strong UPC supporter, took refuge in Canada. After finishing his master's degree in Canada, Opio came back, thinking Amin had forgotten about him.
And as I was there, these people came, those whom Amin had sent to arrest me came and surrounded the home. So I had gone from there, I had gone to a small trading center called Mile 8. So one of my brother's daughter ran and came and told me that the home is surrounded.
So Opio had to flee to exile for the second time, this time to Kenya. He continued lecturing in Kenya until the Tanzanian government helped top Amin in 1979. Opio kept a low profile as UPC man through all the governments that came through until the 1980 general elections. In 1993, Opio joined parliament as a member of the National Consultative Council until he joined President Yoweri Museveni's NRM government. In 2006, Opio was appointed State Minister for Higher Education and later was elevated to the post of Cabinet Minister for Gender, Labor and Social Development. Now in retirement, Gabriel Opio advises the president to think of a succession plan within the NRM party.
President Museveni is a good man. Now, the nature is such that we have to leave the stage. Not by force, but you can. At 70 plus, we are qualified to die. I would say, the Bible says. So, according to Chikaire, should do something about it. Should he die when he's holding all this power? There may not be an RM candidate who can hold the party together. And then when that happens, we go back to chaos.
He says he does not want Ugandans to experience coups again.
So we'd like to make sure that our youth don't run into it. I'm not saying we can run into it, but it can happen. And if it happens, it becomes very difficult.
And as an old man, Opio says he wants to enjoy his retirement without any turmoil again. Agnes Nandutu, NTV, Living History.